Now, this puzzle takes a bit of logic and thinking to get through. But before we do anything else, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this lever here and show you how it works. Wait, I'm sorry, wrong lever. That was silly of me. Let's just skip that part. This is what I want to do. How that falls down without breaking, I don't know. Okay. And just exploded. Well, let's see what happens when we do this. Uh-oh. Okay, well, the ball went over here. We couldn't see it come down here, but it went to this position here. And with the looks of it, our goal is to get onto this track right here. So, we need to make sure the ball goes 3 turns here, or 2 turns actually, into this position. Now what we could do is put a peg right here, and that would be enough. But somebody, we think we can all guess who, jammed something in here to make it impossible to use. So, we have to figure out a way to get it to bounce over here, and back over here, and back over here, into this position. Now this is already open, so we want to make sure this turns an even number of times. Now if you're good at math, then you can figure out that there's about, I believe, 84 possible combinations in total. But we want this one to spin, we have to get it back over here, and over here, and then over here again. So 2 pegs must go in this one, and 1 peg goes over here. Now I'm not sure how many possible combinations there are here, but that reduces it to around like 30 or 32, somewhere in that general area. That's a bit better than the original, but let's see if we can do better than that. We needed this one to also spin even number of times, because we have to get this one of these here to be in this position right here. So we can only put the pegs right here. Now, at that point, this would spin counterclockwise 3 turns. And it would end up here, and it would spin 3 times here. Now, this one would go, that would put the ball over here into this position. Now, we need the ball to turn an even number of times, so we can't have stop here. And by the way, this one, as you saw earlier, turns clockwise. So that means we can only put the ball here or here in these 2 positions. Now, obviously, we cannot do it here because that would make it bounce up to that way. So on the right hand side, the peg has to go here. That way it'll turn 4 times to this position. Now by the time the ball goes over here, this one will spun 3 times to this position. So the ball will not actually go through the ground here, it'll go to one of these spots here. And then we can turn we turn the table one more time to make it go over here. So the peg goes right there. However, before I do that, I want to show you something pretty cool here. If we were to put the peg right here, and that means this would turn once into this position. Then we would return here, and we would go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we don't want to do that. Put it here, and go into this position here. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out a way to make the ball go back on the track where we came from, just to show you what happens. However, I cannot remember the actual positions we put the pegs in. I think that may be it, so let's try that. If this does not work, I'll just look up when it does. It's not. Okay. Give me a second here. By the way, if you want a logical explanation how this puzzle works, I highly recommend go watching Shady Paradox's LP of this game. It's extremely informative and well done. He did it over a decade ago, so back then the videos were limited to like 10 minutes per video. In any case, he explains this very well using simple logic. But what I'm going to do here is put the pegs in this position and show you what happens. This is not the correct combination, but I just want to show you what happens here. Look at that. A samurai sword punctured the ball. That was pretty funny. Anyway, logically we can figure out that this peg here is the second peg that we need to use to go into this position. Okay, this is where the pegs fall down back through here. Which means this peg must go either here or here. Now, when this goes over here, this will rotate 3 times into this position here, which means that the ball will be launched over here into this spot. Now we need this to rotate an even number of times in order to get this right here into one of these 3 spots there, which means that this blue peg can only be placed here or here. So if we were to start it now, the ball would come through here, and this would spin 3 times to this position. That's what this peg will do. This will spin along with it. Now it'll be launched right here into this spot, and this one goes clockwise. So, and here was 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we launch from here into this spot. Now remember, this will rotate 3 times, which means that it'll be this spot here, but it'll be right here. And then this peg will be in this position by that time, and it will spin once right here into the exit. So this is the correct combination right there. CD Paradox does a much better job explaining the logic behind it, but I did my best there. I would have used his video, but I didn't know if I would have permission, so I just couldn't do it myself. No. There you go. Awesome. Third bridge is up. Alright, we have the third combo here. We have finished all three puzzles. Let's make our way back to that starting area. I believe it's just this way. Alright. Okay. Now it doesn't actually matter what order you put these in. So, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in. Now these codes don't actually change at all. They're the same every time. And I also noticed that two of these puzzles have 5 buttons in common. I mean, that's this one and the first one we did. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Alright. Let's go into this building here. Whoa. Interesting. I wonder. It's obvious this particular stairway is not here when the ball comes through here. It would just be in the way. Ooh, that. And monitor.
Years, Atris. 20 long years alone. They tied me to a post. They burned their Myst blinking books in front of me. They took everything I had. My wife. My 2 baby girls. And then, when I finally made it back to Narayan and I saw, it would have been better if I had died.
Wow. Now, while it does not actually matter what order you do these ages in, these videos you see from Savitro will be in the exact same order every time. No matter what age you go to, first, or second, or third. This will be the second video you see. Anyway. Oh, look at that. Ooh, a handle. is to this falls off. Well, let's do a handiwork here. It's really interesting, but what is it? What can we do here? Let's try this one. Okay. I believe that tells us that this one goes first. So, that's the blue one. So let's think about this, well, logically, I guess. We go through here. Let's see if that works here. Go there. And, not really helping us. And this one does not actually line up at all with that one. Or maybe it doesn't even need to. Okay, this one does not actually matter, so we'll just leave it that way. So it goes here. Through here. The other one. Through there. Alright, and it appears we have a total circle here. So we'll start here, go through there, go there, and through there, all the way to that point. So I think the red one just goes, yeah, straight there. So this is the correct one. But before we do that, I'm going to show you the entire thing. And this will show all three puzzles. Oops. This camera thing is weird. Oh. Interesting. Well, I'm going to try something real quick here. Clean one. Over there. That was strange. I've never seen that before, actually. That usually comes first. Okay, that was kind of weird, but okay, I want to try one more thing here. Let's do the yellow one. You should go from here to the shield. Oh, I guess not. Okay, try to make it go to this one. There we go. Hang on. Alright, and this is the correct combination here. I guess I'll just have to go with it because otherwise it'll be a whole day. Alright, I'm just saving my game. But are you ready for the ride of your life? Here we go. That was awesome. We got our second symbol too. Interesting. I wonder. And then go back to Jananin. Well, we are back in Jananin. One more age to go.